Tonight, we report on why a defense attorney is arguing murder charges against an Ephrata man should be dismissed, and a collision shuts down I-90 near George. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Quincy and Moses Lake pick up wins on the pitch, and Ephrata softball takes 2 from Grandview. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Good afternoon. We have some scattered showers moving into our viewing area, but we will see some changes in our extended forecast. I'll have the latest just ahead in weather.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Attorneys are expected to argue whether charges against Chad Bennett should be dismissed. Bennett, a 26-year-old Ephrata resident, is charged in Grant County Superior Court with murder in the first degree for allegedly killing 82-year-old Lucille Moore. Judge David Estudio told attorneys during a recent hearing he planned to review the motion and the prosecutor's reply next week. Defense attorney David Bustamante filed the motion to dismiss the case in February 2015, stating prosecutors could show Bennett was in his landlord's apartment, but not that he killed her. Bustamante stated none of the DNA evidence proves the defendant was at the residence during the time of the murder. Prosecutors allege Bennett killed Moore because he was facing eviction because he didn't have money to pay his rent. The Moses Lake City Council approved an increase for residents' water, sewer, and stormwater rates on Tuesday night. Reporter Cameron Probert has the details.
Moses Lake residents may pay at least $1.20 more a month for utilities. City Council agreed to an increase for its water, sewer, and stormwater rates of 1.8%. The increase is based on the Consumer Price Index. The second vote is scheduled in 2 weeks. Rates may increase by at least 45 cents per month for water, 65 cents per month for sewer, and 10 cents per month for stormwater. City staff previously said the rate increases are necessary so the city has enough money to complete water, sewer, and stormwater projects necessary in the community. Councilmember Ryan Leonard supported the increases, but voiced concerns about continuing to have multiple increases in multiple ordinances.
If we're going to be making rate adjustments multiple times per year, we may want to consider the whole package because that's how the community members see it.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
People can comment on a revised air quality permit for the Yahoo data center in Quincy at a public hearing on March 31st. The State Department of Ecology is hosting the public hearing at 5 p.m. at the Quincy Community Center. Yahoo is proposing to expand its operations at the data center, but in order to expand, the company's air quality permit needs to be updated to ensure that human health and the environment is protected. Yahoo uses backup generators powered by diesel engines to keep servers functioning in case of a power outage. The updated permit would allow the company to operate an additional 25 backup diesel generators. The original permit for the data center was issued in 2011. A Quincy man was seriously injured in a collision Tuesday afternoon on Interstate 90, about 4 miles southwest of George. William Cooper, a 39-year-old man, was driving a 2003 GMC Yukon east on I-90 when he reportedly drove off the road to the right. According to the Washington State Patrol, he reportedly overcorrected, crossed both eastbound lanes, and drove across the median before colliding head-on with a 1995 Peterbilt semi-truck in the westbound lanes. Cooper was flown by MedStar to Confluence Health Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee for his injuries. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured. The State Patrol is investigating the cause of the collision. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
Here comes Obamacare, the biggest change in the tax code in 20 years. I'm ABC's Richard Davies with today's tax tip. This year's tax season marks the first time you'll be asked for information regarding your health insurance. Eric Smith of the IRS says for most people, this will be a non-issue.
For more than 3 out of 4 taxpayers, the change will involve just simply checking a box on your return.
That box indicates that you had health coverage and most likely through your employer. Others who bought government-backed health care and received a tax credit to help them pay for it will have to account for whether they calculated correctly. Kathy Pickering of H&R Block says there'll either be a payment or a refund.
When they come in to file their taxes, now they're reconciling how they estimated their income to what their actual income is.
The IRS says if you're low income and not required to file a tax return, you don't have to buy health coverage. But for those who could afford it and chose not to, they'll get a fine. With today's tax tip, Richard Davies, ABC News.
Now for your iFIBER 1 News Weather Center forecast.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ana Cristina Sanchez with your local weather segment brought to you by Berry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. We have another system arriving tonight, bringing more rain and snow, especially for the western portions of our state. Elevated risk of land and rock slides will continue in areas of steep terrain, east slopes of the Cascades. Expect very little rain for the remainder of the work week, and tomorrow will not be the best of hair days as we do expect to have breezy conditions, those winds up to 35 miles per hour. This morning for us here in Ephrata, our low temperature right around 37. The average low is 34. High temperatures today in the upper 50s. Average high is 57. Record high temperature was set back in 1960 and the record high was 72. This morning for you in Moses Lake, 36 as the low, upper 50s as the high temperatures. Sunset right around 7:15 for tonight, and currently we have temperatures right around 58 with mostly cloudy skies. Winds moving in from the south-southwest up to 15 miles per hour. The winds will continue to be between 15 and 25 miles per hour for tomorrow, and wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. For this evening, we have the storm system moving in, bringing moderate rainfall along the coastal area. And for the Cascades, bringing a wintry mix, once again some more snow, especially for higher elevations. For us for tonight, overnight hours, expecting some scattered showers, light rain in the area, very slight chance. And for the remainder of the night, cool and breezy for the northwest, with once again that chance of seeing a few scattered showers. Also Tri-Cities area, lingering showers into early tomorrow. Then for us, improving conditions, as you can see for us here within our Columbia Basin for Thursday morning, staying pretty dry, and some more snow moving in for the Cascades. Then more moisture coming in from the coastal area, bringing more showers and snow, especially for higher elevations. And once again, cloudy skies for us tomorrow in the evening. Temperatures for Seattle right around 50 with more rain moving in this evening through the overnight hours into tomorrow. Long Beach 51 as a high, in the Yakima right around 60 with plenty of sunshine. In the northwest, lingering showers for tonight into tomorrow morning, also for Tri-Cities area, but in the afternoon, improving conditions with highs in the low 50s. And within our viewing area, we do expect those temperatures in the upper 50s, right around average for this time of year for us here in Ephrata. Moses Lake 57, Quincy right around the mid-50s. For Easter Sunday, we do expect those temperatures in the upper 50s, but notice for the next work week, those temperatures will be right around the mid-60s with plenty of sunshine. As of now, low temperatures right around 40s. We'll be right back with sports.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The Chiefs and Rams went at it in league soccer action Tuesday, and it was the home team coming away with the W. It was a classic battle between two Big Nine opponents when Moses Lake and West Valley took to the pitch at Lions Field last night. The Rams got on the board first on a goal by Edgar Ramirez a little over 10 minutes into the fuss. Austin Strom was credited with the assist. The Chiefs got the equalizer off a rebound from forward Eric Vega midway through the first half. The second 40 minutes of the contest went without a goal, and the match went to a shootout. Moses Lake connected on 3 attempts. West Valley failed to get the ball past the Chiefs' keeper Eddie Reyes, and Moses Lake came away with a much-needed win to even their league record with a win and a loss in the standings. Moses Lake is back at it when the team hits the road Friday to Yakima to match up with the Eisenhower Cadets. Freddie Ruiz recorded a hat trick, Orlando Serrano added 2 scores, and Quincy blanked the Bulldogs 5-0 in Ellensburg last night. Serrano got the Jacks on the board in the 14th minute off an assist from Axel Medina. Back-to-back goals from Ruiz at the 17th and 35th minute of the fuss made it 3-0 at the half. Serrano's second goal of the contest came in the 53rd minute of play. Ruiz rounded out the scoring with his 3rd goal of the match off a Josh Munoz assist at the 70th minute of action. Quincy moves to 2-0-2 on the season and will host Othello Saturday in a battle of the unbeaten in CWAC League play. Ephrata softball swept a doubleheader from Grandview at home Tuesday to open league action. The Tiger Bats were popping in both games as the team combined for 39 runs off 22 hits. The Greyhounds didn't help their cause much at all, committing 14 errors on the day. Morgan Williams led Ephrata to a 12-2 win in Game 1, going 3 for 3 at the dish with 3 singles. The Tigers continued to roll in the nightcap, taking the contest 27-7. Ephrata held an 11-7 lead after 2 innings were in the books. The Tigers blew the game wide open with a 13-run third. Michaela Wood had the hot stick for Ephrata with 3 hits and 4 at-bats with 2 doubles. Williams and Wood tossed a couple of innings each in Game 2, giving up 7 runs between them off 3 hits, while striking out 5 and giving up 8 free passes. Ephrata is back on the diamond for a non-league twin bill at Cascade High in Leavenworth Saturday. The Moses Lake Baseball League opener with Eisenhower last night was rescheduled for today. The game takes place at Larson Field. First pitch is 4 o'clock. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Whether you're looking for a bigger car to support your growing family, a new truck for your business, or something to pull that toy of yours, we've got you covered at Barry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Ephrata. Come see us today and learn why your family, friends, and neighbors buy their cars at Barry. On Basin Street for more than 35 years, and with locations in Moses Lake and Wenatchee, we are one great place to buy a car. Call or click 754-2411 or barrysaves.com.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Our spotlight story tonight is a video created by the students in Vance Frost's multimedia classes in Columbia Basin Tech Center. He challenged the students to create video profiles of schools in the Moses Lake School District. This one focuses on Chief Moses Middle School.
Hello, Mrs. Hoffines. My name is Hudson Mawson. I'm from CB Tech Multimedia Design, and I just have a couple questions for you about your school and what you do here as the principal.
Okay.
So what are the population and demographics of your school?
We are just under 900 students here, and our demographics, we have a variety of socioeconomic, but we are about we're about 50% Latino Hispanic population, and we're also about just under 50% in both of those, both our white and Caucasian population, and then we're about 2% multiracial, and our other races make up less than 1%. I'm really passionate about the connection with kids, making that positive connection with kids, and getting to know kids and getting to know their story, and really believing that all kids can learn, regardless of their background, regardless of when they move to the United States, and that we have a responsibility to have positive connections with kids every day and to get to know them.
I teach a class, there's Wayne Johnson teaches a class, we have a Brave Focus for 7th grade and 6th grade. We just want that extra scaffolding for those students who can't find success for whatever reason, and it's usually a motivational or a confidence issue, and you get the right teacher and the right classroom atmosphere, and you lift them up, and it's unbelievable when students believe what they can do.
I like the connection with students. I like the idea of working with people, and at schools seem to be the ideal way. The administrators are really supportive, the teachers are supportive. I think we're open to all kinds of creative ways and changes. And every student's got his story, her story. And I think our administrators encourage us to find out what that story is. And when you listen to a student, you realize they've all got some history that they bring with them. You can make or break their day by your attitude, and I think it's a great opportunity to be a mentor. And a lot of the students need somebody to kind of help them along, keep them on the right path.
I just feel like there's the teachers here and the students, all the staff, just really encourage each other. We encourage the kids, we encourage each other as teachers. Everybody works really well together. I love coming to work every day. You can have a bad morning, but you walk in the hallway and the first kid sees you and smiles at you or says, hey, you're just like, hey.
Right now, probably my favorite subject is English because we're learning about writing, and we're writing expository writing, and I really like writing.
My favorite subject is social studies, and we're learning about like medieval times and castles and lords and ladies and knights and peasants.
My favorite class subject is English.
English?
And what we learn there is also expository. And yeah, we write too. And mostly because I like that class is I make the teacher call me Queen Deja.
What do you think makes Chief Mill unique?
Just the people that surround you. There's just everybody's caring and they don't judge you. They just treat everybody like they're the same.
What is your favorite class subject?
Math, because like I like what we're learning right now and it just comes easier to me.
Well, like last year we did like field day and that was really fun because there's like a 3-on-3 basketball tournament and then there's like bouncy houses and slides and just like you can just like have fun with your friends.
My favorite teacher was Mr. Krog. He gets stuff done, but you have so much fun doing it that you don't notice, and he gets carried away with his funny stories and stuff, but they're always still about the subject, and I don't know, he made it easier for me to learn history.
We'll be right back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. Speed is reported to be a factor in a rollover crash on State Route 17, about 4 miles north of Moses Lake. Jesse Wallace, a 56-year-old Freda man, was driving a 1992 Subaru Loyal station wagon north on SR 17 late Monday night when he reportedly lost control, overcorrected, and drove off the right side of the road. According to the Washington State Patrol on Tuesday, the car rolled and stopped on its side in a ditch. Wallace and his passenger, John Flores, a 29-year-old Ephrata man, were not injured. Flores was examined at Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake as a precaution. The State Patrol issued Wallace a ticket for driving too fast for the condition of the road. Democrats in Ephrata were showing their support for presidential candidate Bernie Sanders this week before the Washington Democratic Caucus on Saturday. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
With Saturday's Washington State Democratic Caucus fast approaching, some Grant County residents took to the street outside of Ephrata's Sun Basin Plaza to get the word out while also showing their support for Bernie Sanders. Ephrata resident Tiffany Mullins helped organize the event, said being active in this year's presidential election and supporting a candidate on either side is critical.
But we're out here to draw attention to the Bernie Sanders campaign, obviously, and also to just make sure that people get out to caucus on Saturday. A lot of people don't know what the process is, but if you go to BernieSanders.com's website, you can find the information where to caucus in your state. For us in Ephrata, it's the Quincy High School. For the Moses Lake area, it's Moses Lake High School, and the outlying area is kind of broken up. Well, I think it's so important for everybody, and especially young people, to get involved. Old people too, but it's important that from the beginning of your political career that you are able to get out and be a part of the process. If you sit home and say, yeah, I don't know, or I'm not political, then you're letting your future be decided by.
In Ephrata, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
In Northwest News, the deadly terror attacks in Belgium has had a ripple effect across the world and the U.S. All across the country, security has stepped up at train stations and airports. For CNN, Simon Gutierrez spoke with travelers in Portland, Oregon.
While it was business as usual for the most part at the Portland airport, travelers did see stepped-up security, both here in Portland and at stops along the way.
It was a really long line going through security, but it moved really fast.
The terror attack in Brussels that killed at least 30 people created a heightened sense of awareness, even though police say there is no evidence of a threat locally.
It was all over the news, in the TVs in the airport. So
I didn't know about it until I talked to my husband today and said, I'm on my way home. He says, well, they're heightened security everywhere. I said, really?
At Portland MAX platforms, dogs trained to sniff out explosives searched train cars, and passengers saw an increased presence of officers in uniform, along with plainclothes officers on the trains themselves.
It reassures the public that we're on the system, we're there with them. I know if I see a uniformed police officer, I feel safer. And so we want to be out there reaching out to the folks and just telling them the system is safe.
Travelers, meanwhile, had their minds on yet another deadly attack, with little choice but to keep moving and hope for the best.
For the last 15 years or so, security's been in the forefront of everyone's mind traveling abroad, and I think it always will be. It's probably the new way of life.
It's scary, of course, but I'm traveling for work, and I just, it's one of those things you're going to do, and I'm going to continue doing it, so I'm going to hope that it's not going to happen here.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.